Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Bricks. Thought I would go live while I'm doing some sorting. Trying to find some music, bear with me. What I'm going to be doing today is quite simply last night, or in last night's live stream I should say, I had done a bunch of work. I actually got my train track set up and running throughout my city. And with me doing that, now that I've got that, I want to start adding some roads. Because my goal this year is to really get my table covered and just flowing. And the only way I can do that is to start putting all my mills plates together, start getting my road plates together, get the train track running and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to be opening a bunch of these boxes just to get them parted out so I can start getting busy on my roads. Grumpy J, hello, how are you? I think you are the first one here. BD Bricks, hello. And all I'm simply doing is just opening these up. I don't need the instructions, and I am trying to get all these different packs together. All the parts and pieces anyway. And then after I get a couple, because I've got 30 of these total that I really need to part out and separate. But what I'm going to try and do is just get a couple of them or a bunch of them open. And then after I do that, I will go back and start ripping open all the individual baggies and start sorting that as well. Eggtown Egg. Boy, that's 2 streams in a row I've seen you now. That's freaking awesome. Glad to see you're doing well and glad to see you're hanging out. No, you're definitely not the last. You're absolutely right, Grandpa. Or Grumpy J, I should say. I should probably... You know what? I'm just going to set those aside. I think I'm going to put some of this stuff in my bins because I already know right where it goes. Just that way it's quicker. And I don't have as huge a mess. And hello to you, Rockies. And I need these to be separated with every one that I open because I need the straight line pieces to be off. So that way I know what baggie or what parts I need when I'm making the roads. There we go. So I'll put these in individual bags also. Like I said, I'll sort the smaller pieces later. Oh, really? The biggest thing is, Eggtown is as long as you enjoy what you're doing, it's always fun. Because I'm basically ripping mine apart too, now that I'm doing the 9-volt track, thanks to Steve Weiser. And good evening to Germany, Sebastian. UT463, hello. Well, you're catching a bunch of streams here lately, man. So now you were kind of surprised you caught one last night. Kyle Dunbar, how you doing, my friend? One down, 29 to go. I will just keep those in the baggie. That stays in the baggie. Yeah, it's funny that you asked that question. Rocky's 1790, because that is exactly what I'm doing. I actually already put the second loop on the inside, and that's what's prompting me to start ripping all this stuff apart and sorting it, because until I get some roads laid and all that, I'm not 100% certain on where everything's going to go. So I decided I was just going to start ripping some stuff open so I can get going on the crazy adventure of getting roads in. But I do also have to buy another motor for my train. I have a ton of track, and I have 2 power supplies, but I only have 1 motor. So I'm going to have to go and buy one of those. And then I can actually get the train track going throughout. And I am going to be placing my train station in it, so that way the trains that are running will be flowing through my train station, because that is a big thing to me. Glad to hear you're doing good, Kyle. BD Bricks. It's a thing you made. Get rid of that. UT463 says, well, I'm at work at FedEx, so Sundays are my one. Well, he works at FedEx, and Sundays is his one day off. You know, I was shocked at that. What I mean by I was shocked is I actually got a FedEx delivery on a Sunday one day, and I thought, man, I didn't think FedEx delivered on Sundays. Papa's Bricks, how are you, buddy? And so the madness begins. I am trying to get a jump on the New Year's madness, because I want to fill my table as quickly as I possibly can this year. And I will be, just something else, because I know a lot of people really seemed to enjoy the stream I did last night, where I was doing my live city building. And some people I think will be happy to know, some people I don't think care. But I do have another headset on order already, because to me, the headset that I had on was very tinny sounding. So I'm going to be trying out some new equipment once that arrives. And hopefully it'll be better. Oop. Oh, yeah, I can see why they would be, yeah. Because Amazon is crazy, so yeah, I can definitely see that. BD Brick says his Lego City is the size of the display I built for Houston, Texas. That's actually a good size, though. There's nothing wrong with that size. That's, to me, that's 30 by 60 is a good size. 30 by 60, it's the 3 base plates by 6 base plates in length. And you know, not everybody can have the massive city like I have. I'll give you an example. One of my members, Lego Homes, he does some amazing builds, and he's kind of limited in space to something similar to my commission job size as well. But man, he does some really cool builds, and what he does is it's just a constant, kind of like what Eggtown Egg said. It's a constant change in progress. And Lego Homes, he'll build something, he'll leave it that way for a few weeks, and then he'll rip it apart, and then he starts over again. But it makes it fun. So always having something changing and going on in the city. I mean, how can you not enjoy that, right? Oh, Kyle, I got a bunch of these a while back, but I've got 30 in total right now. But I bought these over the course of the last 6 months, I'm going to say, on different sales and whatnot. I bought 16 of these on the last sale I saw because they were $11 a set, so I bought as many as I could get. And a lot of people, I'm still hearing news about it anyway. There's a lot of places, specifically like Walmart, that are still selling these extremely cheap. It's like they're discontinuing them in stores or something. So if you're wanting road plates, stock up while they're cheap, because that's, to me, the $15 price is an amazing price. And it's definitely worth it, if for nothing else than all the parts that are in it. I know a lot of people don't like the new road plates, but my goal with my city is I'm going to be converting my entire city over to these new road plates, and that's why I bought so many of them. You're going from Wichita, Kansas to Marshall, Illinois. That's kind of a long delivery. Holy crap. Slick Nick says 30 sets. Wow, where did you get them all? On sale, I hope? Absolutely, they were on sale. Most of them I only paid 11 something a piece for, and then the rest of them I paid $15 a piece for. They're still, for anybody that's actually looking for them too, just to kind of throw it out there and let you know, they are still on sale on Target, Walmart, Amazon, you name it. You can get this set consistently for $15.99 very steadily. Let me put some more of these in the boxes. And I have to keep going over and grabbing from my pile so I can sort. But that's one of my goals this year, is to actually start getting a lot of the sets that I have that are in boxes built, assembled on my table. To me, that's just, I'm tired of looking at everything in boxes. I'm going to start focusing on some smaller stuff, smaller builds, my mills plates, getting the table all laid out, and then I'll go back to doing some crazy large builds. But I really want to get the table fulfilled this year. And that music sucks. Let me change it. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I feel like it sucks. Let's see. What's this one? Let's try this one. So that music's, it's starting to get on my nerves already. What do I think of that new modular building? Dude, it's amazing. I am definitely going to be buying it. I personally, with the angles and everything that they've used on the building, I see that as being something similar to the Flatiron building. And I think it's a very impressive building. Not only that, but the colors. The colors that they're using on that particular build are absolutely amazing. And I'm definitely going to be buying it. I would really highly recommend it, just between the colors and the build techniques that are used. John Garrett, hello to New Jersey, my friend. Yes, I was extremely happy that my trains were up and running. That made my day last night, because I was determined I was going to get that put together last night, and I stuck with it until I did. And so happy I did it, because now I've got the bug. I've got the train bug. And I'm going to be adding to it. But again, I'm going to try and slow my roll a little bit, focus on the little things, try and get some stuff actually put on the table, get the trains running through the city, start making videos of it going through the city and all that good stuff. So really, really, really looking forward to this year's projects. And thank you so much, UT463 says, looking forward to the progress. Hey, DZ Studios, how you doing? Hectonic, how are you? Thank you so much for signing in. I'm gonna need a bigger bin for those for those road pieces. I personally don't like selling anything when it comes to my Lego parts. I may start selling some once I get things going, if I realize I don't need certain things. One thing I can tell you I am going to be selling soon, and it's because I'm specifically buying the parts to do it, is I'm going to be selling different sets that I actually make instructions for. And I'm going to be selling them as a complete set with parts and everything, so you can look forward to that coming really soon. currently some of the sets that I intend on selling, and like I said, these will be complete with parts, will be a bus stop. Oop, what did I put those in the wrong spot. I'm going to be selling a bus stop, phone booth, telephone poles, and a grandfather clock, and then I have other items coming along the way as well. It's just I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things, so to speak, from after doing that commission job, because that commission job, I mean, it ate a ton of my time, because that's something I always try to tell everybody and remind everybody. I do try to make as many videos and try to do as much as I can as possible, but I am still working my full-time day job too, so my Lego time isn't always the amount of time that I would like it to be. Oh, Papa's Brick says he fell asleep and didn't see the end. Well, I would say that's a good thing then. So obviously I was helping you get some rest that you obviously needed. I'm doing good, Hectonic. Glad to hear you're doing well. The train, because I did have the train going around the city last night in the live stream. Actually, I might change how I'm sorting those packages after I get some of this open. Something I do want to show you guys, and I'm just curious if anybody would even be interested in it. I do have some new products I'm going to be listing on my site. It's like everything else, once I take a minute to breathe. But I made some new stickers, and a lot of them are based quite simply on like a lot of these road plate part pieces, as far as the pieces that clip onto the signs, and I will grab you a sheet here in just a minute to show you what I'm talking about. But these are all pre-cut sticker sheets as well, so they will be very nice. Just showing you, I do have a whole stack of them. But now again, this would be more of a American thing, but these are all pre-cut, and I think I have one I pulled. Yeah, I did, so you can see. These are all pre-cut stickers. These are designed to be used, for example, if you wanted to do the stop sign, you got that little round clip piece that you can clip on that in a shape to be able to be applied directly to that. But I have no left turn, no right turn, yield, road ends, that turn sign, stop sign, do not enter, no U-turns, 25, 45, 65 mile an hour speed limit signs, and one ways. And what I'm going to be listing this sheet for is I'm going to be putting it on my website, and this sheet will be selling for, I believe it was, because I have a friend of mine that's actually making these for me, and I believe the price that he was looking for was $11.95. But this is something that you can expect to see on my site hopefully real soon as well. It was whenever I finally get the time and take the time to actually get them posted anyway. No worries at all, Kyle. You gotta live, man. Hello, RVDB. Eggtown says, can you do that for Taco Bell and McDonald's MOCs as well? You mean sell them as a completed set with the parts and everything? I'm gonna try and do some of that, Eggtown, absolutely. Those will, and then again, those will all be directly through my personal website, so those won't be on Rebrickable that way. And Paul Roos is gonna be doing some of that also. What I'm doing is Paul Roos now has Brick Addict, for those that are not aware, and he is gonna be taking control of any sales for Europe, and then I'm going to do my American sales. So what I'm looking at doing is like, yes, like the White Castle, the Taco Bell, the McDonald's. I'm gonna try, and granted, it's gonna take me some time, but I'm gonna try and slowly start making instructions for those. And once I get the instructions made, what I will typically start doing is I'll buy, say, enough parts to make 3 of them or so, and then I'll put those in stock on my website. And once those 3 or whatever sell out, it'll show sold out, and I will then buy some more parts to do it again. Because I don't want to do it too quickly, because I feel like I could get ahead of myself, and I want to keep myself within budget. But that is an intention, absolutely, Eggtown. That is something I want to do and plan to do. It's just, I got to try and start small and work my way up. Currently, right now, the only thing I really have on my page is I have that wire that I always brag about and that I use in a lot of different things. I call it wire tubing, but it's Lego compatible tubing, and I sell that for $1 a foot. I have that posted currently on my website. And then I have a bunch of different Lego, they're not Lego, Lego compatible guns and stuff like that that you can use with your minifigs on my website also. Let me put some of this stuff away before it gets too big. Once it gets too big, it'll start falling everywhere. I know one thing, I'm going to be able to fill my city with trees and signs and stuff. And as you can see, what actually got me thinking I need to start parting these out is I was in the middle of starting to make an intersection mills plate. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop and start parting these out a little bit so I can actually just grab it instead of having to constantly go through different parts boxes just to get what I need out of them. And yeah, I'm going to open this up and divide this up a little bit. Oh, definitely. I need to separate. Which, you know what, maybe, well, once I get my roads made, maybe I will actually start going into sales on some of this stuff. Because I do have a huge quantity of a lot of it. And some of it I'll probably never use all of it, it's just I wanted the pieces. I didn't realize I had pieces in that one already. But I need to start getting those separated also. Hey, luckiest loser, how are you, my friend? You can never have enough roads, man, with a Lego city, especially the Lego city my size. Get out of there. There we go. Trying to open up some of these bags and get these. This is the other piece I need a lot of them out. And what I'll probably do is once I get, I might only open a few more of these and just start working on making the roads. But it's like I've showed everybody too, there's other uses for these road plates as well. And something else, because now that I'm into the 9-volt Lego track, what I'm thinking is my old Lego track, because you guys all know that I love using Lego track for buildings. I'm thinking I might try and design a building, another building anyway, using the Lego tracks, because I have a ton of the standard Lego track that's not 9-volt, and now that I'm doing the 9-volt system, I'm gonna need to actually start figuring out a way to put it to use, or maybe selling it like somebody else had previously stated. I'm doing great. Glad to hear you're doing good, luckiest loser. Jonathan C. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see if I can't kind of neatly stack some of these in a container now. That is definitely a serious amount of Lego roads. Look at that. One bucket filled already of plates. And the journey continues. AJ Anderson, how you doing? He says, has there been any news on them continuing the road plates? I'd be interested with this same set with a half plate without crosswalk printing. They do make that plate, because I know what you're talking about. They do make it with and without it. What it is, for you to get a bunch of these, you'd either have to buy a whole bunch of Lego sets. These come in a lot of the different city sets. And also, I want to point out that this is how I got mine, because I've got 20 of these without the print on it. And where you can get these is if you go to Lego Shop at Home and you go to the, I'm trying to remember what it's called, Bricks and Pieces store in there. That is how you get those. So they do, again, showing you another one. They do sell them without the printing, just like they sell them with the printing. So these are available, and you can buy them that way. And I do use them in my city that way also. And checking to make sure it's not the boss. The boss being the wife. And it was the boss, but it's nothing of dire urgency. Brick Pasta gives the eye thing. Hey, DZ Studios says looking good. I think I might open just a couple more and leave the rest, because I have so many. Let's see. And these ramp pieces, I've already got an idea in my head for using a ton of those also. No, you don't have to buy these just for that plate. Like I said, it's Bricks and Pieces is where I got my plate. And that's, you know, I try to recommend that to everybody. One of the things I can tell you, prime example last night, because I do a lot of mocking, as everybody knows. I built this in a live stream last night. This is the Harry Potter house from Privet Drive. And with the expansion on my city and with me doing all the roads and all that, I fully intend on making a street just like Privet Drive, where you have 4 of these in a row on both sides of the street with the street lamp in front of them and all that good stuff. And most people think for you to actually make this an actual completed building, they would look at that and they think, oh, I got to buy 2 to make it 1 building. And no, really you don't. What I like to do in a lot of times or a lot of situations like that is, because I have a large quantity of, number one, I have a lot of the tan bricks already, but I didn't have a lot of these roof tiles, and I'm just going to go ahead and stay with this roof tile thing, this roof tile look. But I ordered, and I'm knocking parts off, I ordered all the parts last night so I can start mocking up what my intention is for this particular set. And then, of course, also, if you want it to match Harry Potter, you have to have the garage. And that's something I am going to be adding to this particular build as well. But that is something, as soon as I get the parts, that I will be doing. And I guess I think I'm just going to open this other box over here and then maybe start building some of my mills plates, because I need to build my mills. I got to get some roads. Something else I'm going to be doing in my city, because originally I was going to try and fill the city with nothing but my personal builds, and I've decided I'm going to go ahead and start adding some of the sets into my city as well, because that's just going to be the quickest way to get it filled up, is start throwing sets in there. And that is what I am going to be doing. So all the official Lego modular buildings, some are modified, some I have not. I'm going to be placing all of those throughout my city also here extremely soon. And there again, that's another reason why I'm trying to get all these roads pulled, sorted, and all that good stuff, so I can actually start laying out some buildings. And I'm going to have a ton, and I mean a ton, of mills plates that I'm going to need to build. Both mills standard plates and road plates. Let's open this one. Whoop. That's going to give me a good start for me getting my roads throughout my city, I think. At least I sure hope it does. R. Claxton, how you doing, my friend? Well, I hope. Absolutely, all the buildings will be on mills. Nope, I don't do anything in my city without mills now. Just because how easy it makes the entire city modular. If you have to work on something, build something, do something, you can just pick it up and move it right on down the road. It's really, really, really great design to do it that way. And usually what I end up having to do, because I tend to build a little bigger than mills plates actually provide, is I just increase the size of my mills plates. There we go. And I will probably, once I get my new microphone, I will probably do more streams like I did last night, in the aspect of, come here, in the aspect of actually doing live building right there at the city. I also did order, believe it or not, I ordered another camera too, because I want to be able to have a 2-camera service over at the build table, so that way I'll be able to talk, walk around, and all that good stuff. Here, let me get these over there. Man, I got a ton of signs now. Good day, Aussie Adams. Papa's Brick says break time. Mark Claxton says Bevins just been organizing his Lego. That's a never-ending battle, my friend. I am always organizing my Lego. And now that I got some of this open, I think I'm going to go ahead and start working on some of my mills. So let's grab. This is going to be a 4-way intersection. And I'm also going to need to go into my house and get a garbage bag to get rid of all that mess I just made from opening all these. And I only opened half. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I opened 14 of them, excuse me, so I still got more than half left. And the reason that I'm doing these this way is because I found when I'm making an intersection using these particular road plates, I don't like where the crosswalk lines up if you keep it right inside of the actual plate. It's just a little bothersome thing for me. And part of the reason that it doesn't line up quite that well is quite simply because I put the added lines on the corners. So I end up having to mock it up a little bit myself. But that's my own fault for doing it that way. And now, let me get some pieces to start doing the corners. Now I need some 1x4s. Need 2 1x4s on every corner, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I need some 1x1s, and here, let's see, let's just make one up first. So I'm going to have to make 4 of these. So we can lock all the corners together and have a nice curve with the intersection. I'll make 4 of those. Now we need a bunch of 1x1s. Absolutely, it'll look really good when that fire truck goes random through that intersection. Those that do not know, Luckiest Loser makes some awesome fire trucks. I know I put a video up around it a while back. I even did a TikTok video on it that got a lot of views just because of his fire truck builds, and they really are some amazing looking fire trucks. Now I also need some 1x1 dark blue. Those go here. And this is the tedious part of doing these Mills plates, how I do them. Each one of these, and actually what I should have done Do I have those in 1x3s? No, I do not. So we're gonna switch or change-o that. Should give me enough to get started with that. Oh, awesome. I look forward to seeing what you come up with for the water rescue truck. You know, I could actually, let me go grab that if anybody's never seen these fire trucks. They are amazing. Just to quickly kind of show you guys, that is the ladder truck from The Luckiest Loser. And man, these fire trucks just look absolutely amazing. And this is fully, fully extendable. As you can see. I mean, how freaking amazing is that? Luckiest Loser, like I said, he builds some really, really, really amazing fire trucks, to say the least. At least I am always extremely impressed every time he shows me one of his builds. I think they're fantastic looking vehicles. You guys are a very quiet audience, I have to say. It makes it very easy for me to build when nobody's talking, because I don't have to constantly respond and look up. So it's kind of a nice little tease break, so to speak. And I need to do those now. These, I need some more. I need 4 more of those. Where did I put them? And now I got to get a bunch of 1x1s. Brick City Fire, how you doing, my friend? UT463 says, watching football too. That's always a good thing to do on a nice weekend. Oh no, yeah, I want that there. Can't have a nice and relaxing Sunday without your Sunday football. And the reason I'm doing this is because you'll see it here in a moment. As I do this, because when I install these into the side of the road here, I want the lines to kind of meet up together. And that is the whole point behind the headache that you see me going through creating this. trying to find my white. And I might have to invest in some more white, it looks like. Yep, I need to invest in some more white. Just to show you guys what I'm doing or why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I got to buy more parts now, obviously. What it is that'll go sitting in there. That'll sit in here. Let me get that part out so you can see it. So when you have your corner, it looks like the line kind of curves around. That's the only reason you have to do what I'm doing. Now keep in mind, you don't actually have to do what I'm doing. It's just, to me, it gives you a much cleaner and smoother line in your corners. But I don't see where I have any more 1x1s that are smooth and white. So I got to make an order now, guys. Doesn't that figure? You only need them when you're doing these particular corners as well. I do want to point that out. You don't need them when you're doing a standard straight road piece. So I think what I'm going to do for now is just go ahead, because I got to get the parts ordered now. Just kind of set these all in place. And I will order my parts and come back to this, and I can start working on my straightaways is what I'm going to do. But I hope that gives you a good idea. Actually, what I can show you, this right here is a finished road, so that's this way you can see exactly what I'm talking about and why I do build the roads the way that I build them. It's just for that little extra panache for a corner to make it look that much better. Let me set this dude aside. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Let's work on a straightaway, because I want to get some road together. Now with this, because I would do the intersection overlap on the ends, Aaron DeLalo, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Why did you destroy your city, Mel? Melissa Strickland says Voight FYI. No idea what that is. Anyway, we need to start working on getting this together now. So what do you guys think is a good size for a city block? I'm thinking between 3 and 4. I think I'm leaning towards the 3. Oh, you're fine. I knew what you were saying, Mel. And I'm glad to hear, Aaron. There's the boss again. Oh, dinner is ready. On that note, guys, I'm going to have to end the stream here, and I will come back here in just a little bit. Mel says I always destroy because I'm rarely satisfied with my builds. Hey, you know, that's the best part about Lego, is that it is rebuildable, and if you don't like something, you can tear it apart and start over. That is why I have always been so passionate with Lego, is the fact that you can reuse it. Anyway, though, guys, I do got to go eat. I will try and be back here in roughly 2 hours to do another live stream. I didn't see any donations, so I'm not going to roll that beautiful bean footage, but I'm going to say, as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below, and hopefully we'll see you next time, or hopefully in a couple hours on the next stream. I'm Bevins.